Welcome back to Book Notification at the Movies, where we look at the movies that you may or may not know were based on books. Today we're looking at the films of 1994. Forrest Gump won 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Adapted Screenplay. The movie was based on a novel by Winston Groom. The Mask is based on a comic book series, as is The Crow. Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire was adapted into the Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, and Kirsten Dunst starring film. Surviving the Game, starring Ice-T, is an adaptation of a short story that many of us read in school, The Most Dangerous Game by Richard Connell. The Client was the third film adapted from John Grisham's work. The box office hit It Would Not Be the Last. Gus Van Sant's Even Cowgirls Get the Blues was adapted from a Tom Robbins 1976 novel with the same title. Rob Reiner's North, starring Elijah Wood, is considered one of the worst movies of all time, earning a rare 0 rating from Roger Ebert. The book was written by Alan Zweibel. In animal movies, Black Beauty was based on the famous 1877 Anna Sewell novel. A seal called Andre served as the blueprint for 1994's Andre. Tom Clancy saw his third Jack Ryan movie adapted in 1994 with Clear and Present Danger. It would also not be the last. Quiz Show is based on the memoirs of Richard N. Goodwin and focuses on the real-life quiz show scandals of the 1950s. The Specialist, starring Sylvester Stallone, was a box office success but a critical failure. It was based on the series of novels by John Shirley. 1994 also saw Robert De Niro taking his turn as the famous monster in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. The Road to Wellville was adapted from a historical fiction novel about John Harvey Kellogg and his unique clean living methods. Tommy Lee Jones played baseball legend Ty Cobb in Cobb, based on the writings of Al Stump. However, since its release, many of Stump's claims have been found to be forged and inaccurate. Michael Crichton's Disclosure was released in 1994, and so was the film based on it, Little Women. It was a critical and commercial success, starring Winona Ryder as Jo March. Legends of the Fall, starring Brad Pitt and Anthony Hopkins, was based on a novella by Jim Harrison. Paul Newman earned acclaim in 1994 for Nobody's Fool, based on a 1993 novel by Richard Russo. The Jungle Book was adapted for a live-action film. In case you're wondering, no, the animals don't talk. Finally, Stephen King's novella, Rita Hayworth and Shawshank Redemption, became one of his most successful film adaptations, The Shawshank Redemption. King has called it his favorite adaptation, and it is considered one of the most beloved films of all time. 1994 had a ton of great book adaptations. What was your favorite? Let me know in the comments.